I wonder if you've ever searched for the meaning of life, or perhaps you've wondered what your true purpose really is. Maybe sometimes you question or doubt if you're on the right path. If this pertains to you, then that's what we're here to talk about in today's Mindful Monday, which is based upon 9 quotes from Joseph Campbell. So if it's your first time joining us, first of all, welcome. You're free to type in the comments where you're coming from. If you have any questions or comments, if you have a topic you'd like to hear us cover in the future, we'd love to hear that too. Also, if it is your first time and you type the word mindful in comments after the broadcast, I'll come back and put in a link, which if you follow, you'll get a complimentary hypnotic recording I created on releasing limiting beliefs, as well as our weekly PDF cheat sheets, which are basic bullet points that come out weekly on Sundays of what we covered the week before. All right, awesome. All right, so let's dive on in. So, the first quote by Joseph Campbell is: "The privilege of a lifetime is being who you are." And so, in this quotation, Campbell seems to be saying that the most wonderful benefit you'll ever possess in life is being yourself, the person you are meant to be. So, you can ask yourself, who am I and who do I want to be, basically? And you can also journal about this if you're into writing. And you can journal also on the roles that you have in your life and whether or not you're comfortable in each and every one of those. And you might also want to consider any roles that you would like to add on. And then make those happen by really striving to be your own person. So, this is one way to have a more fulfilling life by honoring your own unique purpose, right? So, quote number two is: "Follow your bliss, and the universe will open doors where there were only walls before." So, this means going after whatever makes you happy. So, when you're engaged in pursuits that you love to do, you'll take more notice of your choices and you'll be willing to put your selected options into action. So, start by making your own personal bliss list. List at least 5 things that make you really, really happy. And then circle any items that you've yet to really pursue and put your focus on those. And then schedule some time to really follow this bliss list. This often opens doors to more opportunities, and you'll want to spend time reveling in your bliss as you achieve more and more of it, really enjoying those positive emotions, and remember to anchor them in. Number 3, life is without meaning. You bring the meaning of life to it. The meaning of life is whatever you ascribe it to be. Being alive is the meaning. So, this means each of us gets to determine our own meaning by how we live our lives. You can start by giving up the struggle to figure out why you're here and really accept that you were born innately worthy and deserving, and you still are, regardless of your past. Focus on making the connection between your desires and your life's purpose. Focus on allowing what you want in life to drive you to create your own purpose. Make a decision to live a conscious, purposeful life and focus on designing, constructing, and carrying out the very existence that you yearn for. Okay? Number 4, when you make the sacrifice in marriage, you're sacrificing not to each other, but to unity in a relationship. So, this pertains to relationships in general. So, sacrifice may sometimes be necessary when in a partnership or relationship to sustain peace and closeness. Yet, this is not about the other person, but rather a benefit of the whole, or a unity, a choice that you have made. And you can examine any argumentative or disagreeable behaviors that you might be exhibiting, and then change them if it seems helpful, knowing that your values and your priorities and living according to them is important, as well as practicing active and empathic listening when it comes to a relationship or partnership. Okay? Number 5, the big question is whether you are going to be able to say a hearty yes to your adventure. And so this quote charges us with viewing our lives as an incredible journey. It sure is, isn't it? It's a challenge to go all in on living your life to the fullest. Recognize that you have choices about your life. Take the time to delve into anything that might be holding you back from saying yes to your adventure. And then clear out any limiting beliefs. Obviously, I prefer to do this with hypnosis, breathwork, but you can use any other modality that really works for you, and then really just go for it. Go all in, right? Now, number 6, it is by going down into the abyss that we recover the treasures of life. Where you stumble, there lies your treasure. And so, this is to say that tragedy and triumph are deeply connected. and that in essence, you'll recover something beautiful from any challenge. So, some important tips to remember here are accepting that you will have difficult times. We all do. And that is important. It's really important to allow yourself to feel the pain in order to release it rather than holding it on and creating more pain or making things worse. So you need to release it and then transcend it. And then take the time to recognize your treasures, meaning reflect on what you did gain or learn from any of those difficult or challenging experiences. And lastly, always maintain hope, faith, and hope get folks through the most difficult trials and tribulations and challenges in life. Number 7, opportunities to find deeper powers within ourselves come when life seems most challenging. And this means that you'll likely learn, grow, and become even more empowered from any challenges you do push through. Resilience is going to be strengthened here, and this opens us up to even more opportunities while increasing our confidence and really just helping us to find our own personal power and know that there are many ways to emerge from any challenge or crisis even. The important part is just putting one foot in front of the other when things seem overwhelming. Okay? Number 8, what each must seek in his life never was on land or sea. It is something out of his own unique potentiality for experience, something that has been and never could have been experienced by anyone else. So basically, it's up to each individual to discover their own sense of self and live their own life. To increase your self understanding and go after the life you deserve, acknowledge that you truly are unique. And this is wonderful. Realize that even if you model after others, if you're modeling NLP modeling after others, your experience is still your own. It's still 100% unique. And number 9, we must let go of the past we have planned so as to accept the one that is waiting for us. We must let go of the life we have planned so as to accept the one that is waiting for us. So if you're so focused on the life that you had hoped for or that you thought you were supposed to have, your life is actually, your true life is actually kind of passing you by because you're focused on what is not, right? And so instead, what you want to do is really focus on what is in front of you in the here and now, the present moment, right? And then put your heart and soul into the life that's waiting for you. And this might mean leaving the past behind. For most people, it does, right? And then taking some time to do a self inventory of your overall thoughts about your life. Really maybe sit down and go through what you truly think about your life and how you feel about it. Notice if there's any things that you wish you would have gone differently, or if you live with the weight of old regrets. And then make a decision to put away any unhelpful thoughts or feelings for good. You can write them all down and tear it up or burn it or even bury it if that makes you feel better. And then just tell yourself, this is it. I'm done hurting about these things, and let go of any old and unnecessary negativity. You can use EFT or tapping. You can use eye movement. We've done these eye movement therapy or any of those kind of techniques that we've done. You can use the backward spin if that helps you in our past Mindful Mondays. And, really just focus on the here and now. Perhaps even create a positive and powerful mantra for yourself to keep reminding yourself. All right. So that's all for this Mindful Monday. I hope it's been useful to you, and I hope you make it a great one. Take care, and we'll see you